If you own a Volkswagen or Audi, you've probably seen it. The SOS light flashing, or that message on dash, error, emergency call function, please visit workshop. It looks serious, but the real reason it appears might surprise you. It's one of the most common faults across Volkswagen Group cars, and there are three main reasons behind it. In this video, I'll show you those three most common causes, from the hidden software glitches that throw the system out of sync, to the hardware failures that can freeze your infotainment screen, or the small backup battery inside the SOS module that quietly fails with age. By the end, you'll know exactly what's going on behind that warning light and why getting it diagnosed correctly can save you thousands. Remember old landline phones? If you picked one up and heard silence, you instantly knew something was wrong, but not what. The problem could be with the phone itself, the cable, or the exchange that is miles away. The SOS system in your Volkswagen or Audi works the same way. It's basically a built-in phone line that constantly connects to Volkswagen servers in Germany. If that connection fails for any reason, your car throws up that SOS error. The challenge is that the warning looks identical no matter which part of the system caused it. So let's break it down to the three most common causes and what each one actually means. So the first on the list of the most common reasons is the software or connectivity issue. And while some might assume that's an easy fix, it's actually one of the most delicate. The SOS control module constantly communicates with Volkswagen Group servers using a built-in SIM card. When that communication is interrupted, which can be due to corrupted firmware, a flat battery, or a jump start that you just done, or a failed software update that the cars quite often do these days on their own, then the SOS system flags a fault that we obviously see on the dash. When that happens, in many cases, the module's firmware needs to be rebuilt or reflashed. This is a highly technical process requiring the correct diagnostic tools, a stable power supply, and a deep knowledge of Volkswagen Group cars' software and firmware systems. If that process is interrupted even for a moment, the control module can be permanently damaged, leaving a replacement as the only option. Volkswagen themselves faced this problem in 2020 when they had to delay deliveries of the new Volkswagen Golf Mark 8 models. This was due to SOS system communication faults which were linked to unstable firmware. Even brand new cars showed the same error message. So while software faults are common, they're also complex and must be handled with care. It might look like a simple warning, but it's a precision job, and one wrong move can turn a recoverable fault into a very expensive replacement. The second main cause is the hardware failure, and this is where things can get expensive very quickly if the fault isn't identified correctly. The SOS control module, often labeled J949, manages the car's emergency calls and telematics systems. Inside, it's like a compact circuit board with multiple chips, memory modules, and processors. Over time, or due to manufacturing defects, these components can fail, leading to corrupted memory chips, shorted communication lines, or faulty processors, all of which trigger the same system error message. When this happens, the fault can spread across the car's communication network, and you'll often see frozen infotainment screens, navigation malfunctions, or general communication errors between systems. Because everything is interconnected, it's easy for even dealerships to misdiagnose the issue as an infotainment problem rather than the failing SOS module. We've had customers quoted over £5,000 for a new head unit because the screen kept freezing, but the real issue was the telematics module behind it. Obviously, once everything got repaired by us, it worked perfectly. And this is the problem. Standard dealer diagnostic tools usually can't detect these deeper electronic faults. They only log like a generic codes like communication error or internal fault messages. That's why a proper diagnostic specialist use generic grade testing tools, the same kind of used for component level electronic analysis. These allow to test chips, processors, and circuits directly on the board to confirm whether the module is defective or repairable. So if your SOS fault is accompanied by like a frozen screen, navigation errors, or communication faults, don't assume it's the infotainment unit. Don't assume it's your navigation. In many cases, it's the SOS module itself. And with the right diagnostics, it can often be repaired instead of replaced. The third most common cause is the internal backup battery inside the SOS control module, and it's one of the most misunderstood. Every SOS module contains like a small rechargeable backup battery that powers the system if the main 12-volt car battery is disconnected or damaged in the car accident. Over time, it loses capacity just the same like our phone's battery do. And when it can no longer hold charge, the car logs an SOS fault showing the exact same message as every other issue. In most Volkswagen Group vehicles, this battery lasts around 3 to 6 years. Once it weakens, the SOS system will flag the fault until it's replaced and the system is reinitialized. Some Volkswagen Group dealers have now started offering replacing these batteries, as there are now official technical bulletins authorizing it for certain models. However, not all of them are aware of these updates, so many still quote for a full module replacement. Physically, swapping the battery is simple. It's about as easy as changing two AA batteries. But getting to the module isn't. The location varies by model. It might be behind the dashboard, under the trim somewhere. It might be built into the roof console, which means careful disassembly and obviously not damaging it and so on. So it's not an easy task. Once fitted, the replacement must be completed using the official Volkswagen Group diagnostic procedure, and for that you need like an Audi SOS, which is off-board diagnostic information system. These are the official Volkswagen diagnostic computers that you need because they are connected to the online to the servers with Volkswagen, allowing you to perform these procedures. This guided process initializes the new battery, performs a controlled charge cycle, which is required on the newly replaced battery, and clears the fault memory so the system recognizes the new component. If this step is skipped or interrupted, the error will remain active even after fitting the new cell. So if your car is around 4 or 5 years old and suddenly shows an SOS error, there's a good chance it's this, a weak internal battery inside SOS module. Once replaced and correctly initialized through the Audi SOS online computer, then warning usually clears straight away. The SOS warning looks identical no matter what's wrong: firmware corruption, hardware failure, or battery degradation. That's why so many vehicles are misdiagnosed, often leading to unnecessary parts replacements. Most garages, including main dealers as just mentioned, often follow a fixed path: software update, then new module install, and finally infotainment replacement if that issue persists. That approach can quickly become very costly. A more precise approach involves using advanced diagnostic tools capable of testing individual chips and circuits directly on the module, something standard systems aren't designed to do. So only a proper specialist will be able to offer such a deep level diagnostics to confirm whether the issue is a software, hardware, or if it's the battery related issue. So if your garage or quoted you for a new unit, find a specialist and get a second opinion. Often these systems can be repaired, restoring full function and avoiding unnecessary replacements, and most importantly, saving you money while being also more friendly to the environment. Now, if your SOS warning came up after the car's been standing for a while, or if it's around 4 or 5 years old, there's a good chance the issue is the internal backup battery inside the module. The good news is it's fixable, and I've made a separate video showing exactly how the SOS battery replacement is done on a Volkswagen ID.3. It's like a step-by-step, so you can see the entire process and understand what's actually involved in doing it correctly. Click on the video, it will be somewhere on the screen here, and it will give you a clear idea on how the procedure works and what's required to get it done properly.